This is BBC One. Now a party election broadcast by the Conservative Party.
I'm here in Colchester, ready to do another Cameron Direct. We're in Fleetwood, in Lancashire. I'm in Watford, and I'm doing my 26th Cameron Direct. Cameron Direct is a series of town hall meetings. People can come if they are Labour, Liberal, Conservative, never voted, can't bear any of you, think you're all rubbish, and come and ask questions.
I'm one of these floating voters.
I see these guys on the TV, but it's nice to actually come and see them face to face.
I'd like to hear what the Conservatives have got to say.
I'm asking a huge thing, which is to be Prime Minister of this country, and I think that people have a right to ask you the questions that they want to know the answers to. Let's have a question from right at the back.
I'm delighted to hear your thrift initiative. How can you demonstrate to us that we really will save money without loss to the public services?
Why don't we take things like the regional assemblies, the regional spatial strategies, the regional transport plans, and roll them all up and put them in the bin? The ID card scheme, it's going to cost billions of pounds. Let's get rid of the waste. The quality of schools and the problems with getting your children into good schools comes up almost every single time.
My son did not get any of his 3 choices on the secondary school transfer this year. What can you do to help us?
I could easily make you a bit happier by saying, if I win the election, I'll change the rules so that your child gets the place or this. That's not going to solve it in the long term.
So we've just got to put up with it then?
No, we need a Conservative government to bust open the monopoly, to give us more good schools, so then actually we've got more good schools for our children. We cannot go around making promises we can't keep. So I'm very frank with people, and I think it's better to disappoint them there and then rather than trying to soft soap everybody.
The thing I liked particularly was that if the answer was no, he said it was no.
Gentleman in the black and white.
How can we live in a democracy when we've got a so-called Prime Minister that's hasn't even been elected?
In my view, Gordon Brown has never had that legitimacy because he's never asked people to vote for him.
He's had 10 years or so being Chancellor and now Prime Minister, and the only thing we've got to show for it is a massive pile of debt.
As Cameron Directs have gone on, the question you get more and more is people really concerned and worried about our economy and about the recession.
What 3 key things would you do differently?
First off, we've got to get control of government spending. Second thing is we want to regulate the financial services differently. The third thing is we are carrying a huge burden of unreformed welfare state. We need to get those people working. All of those things would change under a Conservative government.
I don't have any faith in Labour to get us out of this recession.
New Labour had their chance and they've actually blown it.
It's a great experience doing these meetings because you hear directly from people about what they're concerned about.
How would your policies help to improve the NHS?
How would you improve discipline in schools?
They want to know about transport, the big issues about the environment.
I've started a campaign called Save the Penguins.
Cameron Direct also gives me a great opportunity in answering people's questions to set out my vision, to set out actually how I want to change things, how we could take the country in a different direction. What we need to do is encourage a more responsible society. Now just imagine if you had a government that did everything to encourage responsibility, wouldn't we have a stronger society? If we say to the head teacher of a school, it's your school, you're in charge, and if we say to those brilliant doctors and nurses, we're not going to cover you in targets and paperwork, we're going to trust you to deliver the great health service we need.
I think David Cameron speaks a lot of common sense, sometimes has been lacking from the current Labour government.
That's the sort of government I want to lead, that's why I'm in politics, that's what I'm all about, that's what my team's all about.
Last time I did vote Labour and I kind of voted and regretted it, so I intend to vote Conservative this time round.
Thank you very much indeed. People should go out on June the 4th and vote because this election's a chance to send a real message that you want change. You were promised a referendum on the European Constitution and you weren't given one. And June the 4th could be the last chance before the general election to say that you're not happy.
We've all to stand up and be counted and really throw our weight behind change.
I'm going to certainly reconsider the options and question why I voted the way I have done in the past. Certainly, yeah. No, I mean that.
Having listened to Mr Cameron speak tonight, he's convinced me I should be prepared to give him my vote.
I think my view has changed, yeah.
That was a party election broadcast by the Conservative Party.